What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel as well as on Twitch, so make sure you come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound. And I do have a new song out recently called Don't Forget About Me, the Supernova version, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. All right, guys, we are continuing our Conclave Arcana series of doing a deep dive into all the cards. I have already done Fire, so today we are doing Death. Now, let's go ahead and just jump in. I have the Death element filtered out over here, and we're going to start from commons and go all the way to legendary. So let me go ahead and mute the sound here so none of that gets through in the background. So we'll start with Fenmore Gorgon, a Saurian. And I'm still getting up to speed on all the different types of racial bloodlines. But this card has no abilities at level 1, but if we go all the way to max level, you got 5 mana, 2 magic damage, 9 health, 2 speed. It has Demoralize, Cripple, as well as Execute. I don't know, man. 5 mana, this card is just not doing anything for me right now. Like, if it was 4 mana, that'd be decent. I guess it's like a decent like meat shield at 9 health, but it's pretty slow, and it's not slow enough like at speed of 1 to be good for like reverse speed. And again, 2 damage for 5 mana. I guess it's got some support, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling that one too much. And Saurian, I don't think is the I don't think that has any kind of like bloodline benefits for summoners. In fact, you know what? Let's go ahead and skip over to the summoner first. Razi Clank Trap. Now, this is a gnome, which means that you get close range for all of your units, and then the Bloodline Dominion, so any other gnomes out there, will get Painforge. So I really like this. I've played with it a couple of times in training, and it is a fun card, especially because this is +1 power when damaged or by poisoned or burning or hit by an ally. So there's a lot out there that you can do. I used it in a poison match, and it was fun to get all my gnomes just totally juiced up in the following rounds. So I really like the summon already, and I've heard good things so far. All right, let's go to the second one here, Bristol-born Brigand. Now, at max level, this is a 2 mana card, 2 damage. See, I already like that. 2 armor, 6 health, 3 speed. Yeah, this is something I can get behind. For 2 mana, I would love to throw this guy into, like, just random battles. Rodentian is the race. Now you have Snipe as well as Demoralize. So this is the second Demoralize that we've seen. It looks like there's a lot of focus on reducing any kind of melee damage, because you can put those 2 cards together just within here and reduce it by 2. Now, this does have Snipe as well, so this makes for an interesting card that can, well, I guess, snipe itself. But I don't know. I like it. 2 mana, 2 armor, 6 health. You can't really beat that. Okay, let's go to another Rodentian now. This is Gonach Excavator. And let me go ahead and get the max level for this. 3 mana, 4 damage, very nice. 5 armor, 6 health, 4 speed. I mean, the low mana cards that have a decent amount of hit points as well as armor is fantastic. This also comes with Sneak. It's a speed of 4, so it's decently fast. And then one of the new abilities, Reckless. So each successful attack also deals 1 true damage to adjacent allied units. Hey, we just talked about Painforge being given to all of those gnomes. So this is a fantastic card to go with the summoner. All right, next we have Silverleaf Warlock. Let's go ahead. This is an elf, so interesting because this goes, I believe, with the Earth Summoner. So 6 mana, 2 damage, 2 magic damage, 8 health, 4 speed. Again, mana to damage ratio isn't very high, but decent, I would say a decent support unit. You do have Swiftness and Blind, which is going to help, your team quite a bit. And then you have Backfire, which is okay. Like, if you want to throw him as a back tank, again, 4 speed is not that fast. But I guess you combine that with Blind, and that could make for something interesting, especially if you can speed him up with any of the other cards out there. Well, actually, technically, he's got 5 speed, right? Because he automatically comes with Swiftness. Not at the first level, at level 2, so you do got to get at least 5 BCX. But, okay, 5 speed with Blind and Backfire, not bad for a back tank. I think I'm going to change my mind on this. It's just a 6 mana for 2 damage is a little expensive, but again, it's a good support card. Okay, let's move on to the rares. Now we got Thraga, 4 mana, and this is an orc. And I'm not sure if orcs, I think orcs do come in somewhere, but I'm not sure where. All right, so you got Thraga, 3 damage, 4 mana, 9 health, 2 speed, and has a ton of abilities here. So you have Void, you have Pain Forge, you have Flank, and you have Life Leech. This is a phenomenal card, in my opinion, because not only do you get a good magic tank up front, a protection against magic on a tank, it's 4 mana. So it's Little League eligible. 9 health is pretty freaking meaty for this card. Again, it's not very fast, but you can pair it with another card behind it, another melee card behind it that goes in the flank position. And if it does get successful damage, it can essentially heal itself with Life Leech, right? So it starts adding a little bit more health every round as long as it's making its shots. Again, it's kind of slow, so maybe more so as like a meat shield or in reverse speed, but I think it's actually a decent tank for any kind of like Little League games as well. All right, very cool. Now we move to Shadowfey Shake. Let's go here. 6 mana, 3 damage, 8 health, 3 speed. It's got a slew of abilities as well. Flying, Life Leech, Pain Forge. So yet another one with Pain Forge here. So it's not just the gnomes that are going to get Pain Forge. Seems like a bunch of these cards in Death are going to be able to have that advantage. And then Affliction, which I think is actually I haven't seen too many Affliction. I don't even know if there was one. There might have been one under what's that called? One under the fire element, but I'm going to have to go back and check those out. I would say that this is a decent card. I like the Life Leech as well as Pain Forge. This is something that you can kind of hide in, the mid or even the back of your team that can actually get a decent amount of health built up through the Life Leech. And then if it's a poison rule set, or you throw him next to somebody with burning, or you throw him next to somebody that has like Reckless, and all of a sudden he's taking 1 damage, but getting that life back because of Life Leech, and then also getting his stats juiced up. That's pretty cool because then he'll Life Leech even more. So I'm a fan of this card. Shadowfey Shake is a very interesting one. I'm really liking the death element right now. Okay, Deep Delver. This is a gnome. So this is this the first one that we're seeing that falls under gnome? Yeah, I think so. So none of the commons, and only 1 out of the 4 rares. So let's go here to Deep Delver. Now this is a card that has a couple things going on. All right, so 7 mana, 4 range damage. Now keep in mind, you pair him with the summoner, Razi, and he's able to attack up front, right? So that's actually a pretty big deal. Slow speed at 2, 1 armor, 6 health. Does come with Rust, so that's a good support ability. Also comes with Corrupted Healing, so I think automatically this is going to be one of my favorite cards. And then Deflection Shroud. So yeah, all around, a phenomenal card, I would say. 7 mana is a little expensive, but you get a decent attack for it, and you get a slew of support abilities. Rust, Corrupted Healing, and Deflection Shroud are all going to come in very handy, I think. I mean, I've seen Corrupted Healing do win games single-handedly, so that alone I think is going to be very valuable for this card. Not to mention, it's also going to get Pain Forge, right, as part of its gnome racial bloodline. Now, Thragon, didn't we have something with a similar name? Oh, Thraga and Thragon. Okay, that's just not confusing at all. This one is 9 mana, though. And what's interesting is that this has reach. Ooh, this is an interesting card. Okay, so 9 mana, you got 2 range damage, 2 melee damage, so it's a dual attack, 5 armor, 8 health, 3 speed. It does come with reach, which is actually interesting because then you're able to do like a dual attack, right? Without needing the flank position up front. You have cripple, so you can actually cripple it twice in a single turn. Does come with return fire, so it's a great counter to that snipe card from earlier, or any kind of snipe card that has range attack. Weaken and poison. And what I love about poison is with the dual attack, I mean, it's almost like 100% chance of getting it every turn. Again, assuming you hit your shots, but 50% chance going twice, that's a pretty good deal. Now, 9 mana is a little expensive. You are doing 4 damage. It doesn't have, I mean, it's a solid card, and I think it's decent to play in the reach position. I'll say this, though. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be better cards to play in the reach position, especially if you get flank with Thraga. like this reach almost becomes irrelevant. There's other, I feel like there's other tanks that you'd be able to play out there, but we'll maybe get to those. I have to see what the rest of the cast of characters looks like. Okay, let's move on to the epics. 2 epics here. The first one is Umbral Elemental. Now, what we have here is 9 mana, 3 damage. Ooh, that is a not fantastic ratio. 5 armor, 7 health, 3 speed. This is a taunt unit as well. It comes with swiftness, it comes with deflection shroud, and it comes with void. So what I do like for this card is its use case in magic only battles. If you want to be able to push or force damage here, you take reduced damage, it gives reflection shroud, it gives swiftness. I guess it's just a good support unit, but 9 mana is a lot. All right, let's see what the other one is. This is Lucky Longshot. Yeah, we've heard about this one quite a bit. So this is a gnome as well, so one of the other gnomes that we have. Now, you do get weapons training right off the bat, but you don't get the second attack until level 3, right? So for 3 mana, this does do 3 damage across 2 attacks, 2 range, 1 magic. It's 5 health, 2 speed, and weapons training and weaken, so decent support ability there. Now, keep in mind, though, this is a card that benefits from Painforge, right? Because it is a gnome, so it will get Painforge if it's played in that way. And what I like about it is that with weapons training, you can give 2 attacks to other units as well. And I think we'll do separate videos. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do separate videos focusing specifically on the racial bloodlines. We'll just keep this focused here on the elements for now. All right, Filthy Scavenger, another gnome. So keep in mind, you get that Painforge ability. Now, here is one. 4 mana, 4 damage, 5 health, 3 speed. So not very fast, not very meaty, but can pack a punch. Now, here's the cool thing. Opportunity. So you can hide this guy anywhere in your lineup. He will still attack. You get Bloodline Tribute. So when he dies, all allied units of the same bloodline gain +1 health, speed, and armor, and +1 power to each shared attack type. So he will help out all of your other gnomes. On top of that, you got Redemption and Ambush. I like this card a lot. I think that at max level for 4 mana, again, whether it's a medium mana game or a little league game, I think that this is a card that you'll probably want to have. As again, it's not decently fast, but I like the bloodline. I like the bloodline tribute on it. And then the final card for the death element, Craniax the Quick, which is a human, one of the first that we've seen. And this is coming with a slew of abilities here. So 6 mana, 5 range damage, which again, keep in mind, can attack from the front with Razi. 2 armor, 6 health, 3 speed, so not very fast, but has some armor and health. Now you get Reckless with this card, so here's another one that's going to help with Painforge. Every time he deals a successful attack, 1 damage to adjacent allies. You get Final Rest, so allied and enemy abilities that trigger on defeat cannot activate, so think of like Redemption or all those other ones. Impede, so every time he attacks and is successful, reduces the speed. Backfire, which, again, Backfire seems like it's just tacked on there because he's not that fast, and Affliction. So decent card overall. I think just for the Final Rest, because I wonder how big in the meta Final Rest is going to be, but Reckless, that to pair with Painforge, and Final Rest I think will probably be the big selling points there. And yeah, I would say so far, I mean, I really like the death element. There's a lot of really cool synergies here. Even just what's great is that these synergies are born even just between some of like the common and rare cards. So there's a lot of really cool stuff here for death element in Conclave Arcana. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.